Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And today is June 12th, and it's the anniversary of hashtag Mock Improv. I'm Naomi, the Brickanista. For those of you new here on YouTube, welcome. And I have some exciting guests who are going to participate in this. And it's so much fun that this concept started a year ago, where I was just putting together bricks into this format, asking the chat for some feedback, and it worked out really well. And we've been doing this about once a month for the last year. And hello, Hooded One, good to have you here. So let me introduce to you some of the people who are going to be working and playing, because, you know, Lego is fun. It's all play. We all play well together. So first of all, please help me welcome from the East Coast, the Brick Babe.
Hey.
How are you? Hey, Lene.
Hey, how are you? Thank you
Good
so
to
much
have
for
you
having
here.
me.
I think this will be your third time on a mock improv.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back again.
It's so exciting. And I'm so glad that you were able to make it for this celebration for the 1-year anniversary. I know.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And of course, we also have her lovely daughter, Lights Camera Lego, who's also on the stream today. So thank you so much for being here. And she just did this for the first time last month when we worked on the Muppets. And I'm so glad you had such a good time, because I know it's like we only have an hour to build. But it's so much fun, and it's amazing what wonderful builds people come up with. And so glad that you could come back too. And hello, Matthew builds bricks as well. Vicarious Bricktress, hello. And also, by the way, for people who are in the chat, if you want to build along as well with us, feel free to do so. So my next guest I wanted to invite to the stream is from Portland, Royal Bricks 503. How are you, Grant?
Hey,
well, how are you? Happy anniversary.
Thank you. I know it's been a lot of fun. And Grant participated in one where we focused on video characters. And so this is his second time on a mock improv. And I'm glad you had a good time with that last one too, because when I sent out a request to all the alums saying, hey, do you want to participate in this? And they said, oh, yeah, a bunch of us jumped in. And some people were busy because they're getting ready for different conventions. But just wanted to say it's always fun that people are like, yeah, I want to do this. So great to have you here.
You always make it a great atmosphere for us. So
thank you.
Love to work with you.
That. And my next guest from California, we have Mairead. Mairead, also known as mx.bricks, is here. Hello, Alex Johnson, who just joined us. And thank you and happy anniversary. Yes, it's been fun. We started this and we've invited different guests along the way. I think I counted 19 guests in total over the last year. And that I just sent out like a big email saying, hey, it's going to be the anniversary. Who wants to participate? And really, really excited to have you all here. And I think this is maybe your third time as well, Mairead, right? That you've done mock improv?
No, it's my second time only.
Second. Yeah. So it's been fun to have you back, and really glad that you're participating with us. And of course, somebody who has been working with me on a variety of things and has been such a delight to work with. Please help me welcome Remy, also known as Brick Literacy.
She did not save the best for last. If y'all were expecting a big surprise guess at the end.
Well, I think that people know that you and I have been working on recap episodes for What, When, Why Wednesdays. And I've been having so much fun. And we just did our first recap episode of Lego Masters New Zealand, which was a ton of fun. And really, really enjoy having a chance to work with you again, because we've done some work before, but this time we've been doing consistent episodes on Wednesday for about the last month and a half.
Right. And we've done stuff in the past. This time it's good. So check it out. And Lego Monsters New Zealand is also good. So
it's true. We've been having such a great time with that. And then I guess the other special guest is the timer. We also have a timer who's going to be all part of this. So for those of you who are new, to mock improv. Hello, TW Bricks. Welcome to the stream. What we do is we build on a 16 by 16 plate, and we ask the audience for locations and activities. And based on whatever the wheel gives us, we will build that on a 16 by 16 plate in 1 hour. And then we do just a recap of all of the different builds that have happened. And this format allows you at home too, if you're watching, to see what you can build based on not knowing what we're going to build. And yes, thank you, Hooded One, for saying hello to the timer. A very important part of the stream. So I wanted to just mention too that what we typically do is we focus on a type of figure, a minifigure usually. So last month it was the Muppets. This time I realized when I had gone through all of the different streams, we have never done a mini doll episode. So this time we're going to focus on mini dolls. That could be from the Friends line, that could be Elves, that could be Lego Movie 2, wherever you have seen a mini doll. So each one of us is going to choose one, and then we'll see, how it turns out at the end. Uh-oh, somebody just dropped off. Who just dropped off?
It looks like Lene's connection.
Lene's connection. Okay. Well, Mr. Dewey, CR7, see you. Not sure what that means, but does anybody know what this means?
I don't know.
Maybe he put his hand on the U key. But
so, yeah, it's your cat.
All right. So part of what we do is we have a wheel of names is the name of the website that we use to put in different things. So what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to need a little bit of help because sometimes I can't see the chat at the same time when the screen is up. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. Alex Johnson, love the mini dolls. Yes, always good to have more diversity in our figures. Absolutely. And for those of you who don't know, Alex Johnson was on our episode when we were with Yano, and they are part of Tips and Bricks. And Tips and Bricks is doing another initiative called the Polybag Project. So I would encourage you to go back to that episode where we talked about the Polybag Project, and every month you can take a polybag and then build your collection over the year. It's awesome. So Mr. Dewey, Christopher Ronaldo is a football in Manchester United. It says Sue because he's Portuguese. And yes, in Portuguese, it's Sue. Okay, so essentially that was a rally cry for what we're doing and getting ready for this. And Lene looks like she's back. Hey, Lene.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened.
No worries, no worries. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Let me share my screen. So what we can do is we can ask the chat, where are our mini dolls going to be? So where will our mini dolls be while we are building? So this is where the chat, give us some suggestions. I'll type them into the wheel, and we'll see where we're going to build. So, and I will say that there have been some interesting feedback from the chats before. And we've had things like the litter box, the Garden of Eden. Oh,
anywhere
that could be
in the
interesting.
known or the unknown universe.
Oops. Like my caps lock key. Okay. All right. So we have the Garden of Eden. It'll be a real quick stream if we're just going to the Garden of Eden. Okay, chat, this is where you give us some suggestions. So Alex, Mr. Dewey, TW Bricks, Hooded One, Matthew Builds Bricks, Vicarious Bricks, just go ahead and start typing some ideas.
Okay, we got
inside a pyramid. Okay.
Billionaires' houses.
Billionaires' house, grocery store.
All right, hold up. Inside a pyramid, grocery store, jungle. What was the other one?
Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk's houses.
Yeah, so billionaire house.
Billionaire houses.
Yeah.
Oh, just millionaire house? Okay.
No,
No, billionaires.
Billionaire house. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Should I go find my gold drawer?
A millionaire house just
Right.
would not do.
Just a billionaire house. Okay. All right. Oops. I don't know why I keep putting J's in front of everything. Let me see if I. Oh, I had it with jungle. That's why. Okay. Hold up.
Oh,
All
who
right.
was at the animal rescue? I like that.
Animal rescue?
Yeah.
At the animal rescue.
At the animal rescue. Okay.
Where are all the Friends dolls?
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
That's right. Because we're
Yeah.
working with Friends dolls. True. Okay. Okay. That could work.
Are we going to peel back the curtain of the animal rescue in this episode?
I
we
just
finally
want
going
to do
to
the broadcast
the next
at work. So you know, we talk about satire, cynicism, and sarcasm is welcome here. So yeah, that could be possible. Somebody said, "Oh, in
The
Apple Park in a carnival."
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What is Apple Park?
Right.
It looks like they call it, an orchid?
I think Apple Park is the Apple campus, if that's what I'm understanding.
Okay.
I think for Apple computer.
Did I lose everybody again?
Did I get
I hear you,
inside the
Renee.
pyramid? Did
We
I
got
put
you.
that in there? I did. Okay.
Ooh, party bus.
Oh, the party bus. Yes, that's perfect for. Okay. Though I haven't made mine yet. If I had mine, I could bring it out. Okay, that's okay. We could talk about inside the party bus. Okay, so all
I
right.
was looking at all my Minidoll stuff, and I'm like, they're almost
An auto
always
repair
outside.
shop. Oh, I like that. Okay. All right. This looks really good. All right. So, okay. Last call, chat. Anything else before I spin the wheel? A space station.
Space station.
Oh,
Alex coming through for us.
Yes.
I like that one.
Yes.
Space station.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right. So
I kind of
think.
love auto repair shop too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the auto repair
Minidoll,
shop
yeah.
sounds awesome.
I
Okay.
am glad that we got that one friend space set, but
Yeah.
I just want more of those.
Exactly.
I
Oh,
bought the
Matthew
Home
says
Depot.
upside down. Okay. All right. That could be interesting. Okay. I think this is a good selection. When it's all nice and colorful like this, then you know we're in a good place. Okay. Let me just make sure. Anything else before I?
No, that's all. Thanks
it.
for clarifying.
Apple Park
this,
is Apple's
Mr. Bear.
headquarters and a big part of the employees. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you
Well,
for that.
the fact that it's fully glass is gives us something to hang off of. You know.
Okay, here we go.
Right.
Where are we going to be building? We are going to be building. Ooh, inside a pyramid.
Inside a pyramid. Okay.
Okay. I like that because you can break out all the Egyptian figures and such. Okay, means you got to find a lot of tan.
A lot of tan, pro gold.
Okay, so now we have our location. Oh, Mr. Dewey, sorry I missed the hospital. Okay, so now we have activities. What are we going to be doing inside the pyramid? Now that we know we're going to be inside a pyramid, what are we going to be doing inside the pyramid? So, okay, chat, what you got? I could put juggling fish, which is what we had for the eating spaghetti. Oh, Debo's here. Hey, Debo.
Hey, Debo.
We're going to be eating spaghetti in a pyramid. That would be kind of interesting. Okay. All right. Eating spaghetti.
Oh, yeah. Hooded one, you're right.
Not only Egypt had pyramids. That's true. That's true. We could go like the Mayans.
Yep.
That's true. Playing high stakes curling.
Now, there's a lot to the imagination.
If you don't know what curling is, it's a very popular sport in Canada. And the U.S. team won this year in the Olympics, which is pretty amazing. A dance party.
Curling is
buying iPhones and slapping each other like Will Smith.
Let's not do that one.
We also got.
How about we can do the buying iPhones?
Yeah,
I do think we're going to keep this. It's the anniversary. So we don't want to be slapping each other. So sorry, Mr. Dewey. Okay, what was the other one that was
workouts?
Assembling robots. Watch for the exit. Oh wow, Okay, you guys are going to have to help me while I'm putting this in. Dance
there's
party,
a bunch.
Hieroglyphics graffiti. Like graffitiing the inside of the pyramid with hieroglyphics.
That's kind of funny. Okay, and what did Debo just say? I missed it.
Assembling robots.
Assembling robots
Yeah,
in
that's a good
pyramid.
one.
Oh my God, that's funny. Okay.
We also get some further back.
Playing
Working
football. Okay.
out and baking cookies.
Yeah,
Working
football.
out, baking cookies in the pyramid. Oh my God, that's funny.
I like the disturbing an ancient monster. It's a classic.
Oh,
Good one. Matthew builds bricks.
okay.
After 2020, 21, I don't
Disturbing
know.
an ancient monster.
Yeah, another one.
And then installing plumbing. Hi, Alexander23. Good to have you here. Playing checkers. Okay. Playing checkers. All right. This looks pretty good. Did I miss anything?
It's a good
Watching for the exit.
Yeah.
That's the other one I missed. Watching for the exit.
Ooh, Debo. Winning the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes inside a pyramid. Where's Eggman Man when you need him?
Okay. And then where is the person show up delivering the check?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I
Julie
got
said crying.
everything
One more.
on here. And don't forget, we're working with Minidolls, so this will be interesting too, because the scale will be a little bit different too, because they're a little taller. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and spin this wheel. What are we gonna be doing inside the pyramid? We are going to be installing plumbing or playing checkers. We're going to be playing checkers.
Playing checkers. Okay.
Playing checkers inside the pyramid. Okay. All right. Well, you just don't know what you're going to see on mock improv. What can I say? Oh my goodness. Okay, did we lose somebody else again? Did
Our
Lene
connection,
drop off again?
our connection's really bad, so hopefully.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So.
Okay, well, if you want to, you know, if she wants to build separately, okay, she's back.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to build separately and then show up at one camera later, you could do that too.
I don't know what's going on. So what are we building? Did we decide?
We are building inside a pyramid, playing checkers.
I missed the fun stuff. Okay, cool. I missed the best part.
Well, no, the best part is how we all interpret this.
Very true.
At the end, right? And I think One and other people brought up a good point that when we say pyramid, it doesn't have to be Egyptian, because there's several pyramids in the world. I mean, there's some in Mexico, for example. There's also the pyramid that's in France at the Louvre.
That's true.
So, you know, depends on your interpretation on what you think of as a pyramid. So what I'm going to do is everybody has a 16 by 16. And now that I know it's in a pyramid, I'm going to change mine to a different color. But 16 by 16, we're going to have friend dolls or any kind of mini dolls. It could be elves. It could be from the Lego movie too. And we're going to go ahead and build on the 16 by 16 inside a pyramid playing checkers. And I will say, you know, a lot of the suggestions from the chat have been a lot of fun. There's a pyramid in the Netherlands too? Really? Whoa.
Spaceship pyramid. Yeah. Let's get all your alien conspiracy theories. Get them all in the chat. Let's get it out of the way.
And then here's another one. There's a spaceship pyramid. It could be a spaceship pyramid. Yeah.
That's true.
Wow. See, this is great. And for those of you who want to play along, feel free, because I'm going to start the timer. So if you want to, at home, get a 16 by 16 and build along with us. And then at the very end, we're going to post our builds onto #mockimprov so we can see some of yours. Oh, somebody says there's a chocolate pyramid too. That's a possibility. Matthew Wilkes. Good point. And the ones in Mexico are ziggurats, or however you spell them, I think.
It's a ziggurat, but yeah, it's the same thing.
Right. They're kind of like tiered without with the slope not perfectly aligned, right? So now everybody wants to have chocolate.
They did not have time to.
Oh, a
Cheer-
cheerleading pyramid. That's
Ooh.
another
Cheerleading pyramid.
possibility.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Wow.
smart.
You stole my idea.
See, it's all kinds of creative ideas. Okay, so
Yeah.
everybody knows
Yeah.
we're going to be building inside a pyramid, playing checkers on a 16 by 16. And I've got the timer ready. So are our builders ready? The Ponzi scheme is a pyramid too.
Yes. Yes.
Hello, Joel.
Yeah. If you're
Now
inside a Ponzi
everybody's having
scheme,
chocolate.
Get out of
Everybody's
there.
taking chocolate. So, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and ready. We're going to start the timer and go. Okay. And you can use your time too to do research as well. It's just by the end, you need to have your build done. Did I see my question? Which question? Let's see, Mr. Dewey. Does anyone have an iPhone here? Is that the question? I know I don't. I use a, there's more comments about chocolate, yummy chocolate. Well, maybe that's
I
something
mean, yeah.
for the anniversary episode that, everybody can be enjoying chocolate. All right, so I'm going to hide the timer because the view of all of the builders looks better when it's aligned. So I'm going to put that in the back room. So look at this, a nice block of 6. So I don't know about you, but I think because it's a pyramid, I'm probably going to switch out my Azure. What's the importance of an iPhone? Yeah, I'm not sure why, Mr. Dewey. Thank you, Hooded One. So my thought here is, 16 by 16 plates come in a variety of colors. So I've got like dark gray, I've got white, like a snow pyramid might be kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
And and now that I'm thinking out loud, it might be cool to use some of those Duplo frosted type of pieces. And I will say that when we're in this mode, a lot of the builders get really quiet.
I'm like already there.
A double-decker pyramid. Ooh, that's interesting.
I'm just trying to sketch it out. There's too many ideas going on.
Yeah.
There's definitely lots of ideas. But
I'm also stuck in picking out outfits. Like there's so many good outfits.
What do we do?
Yeah, I got the same. Trying to get the right.
Yeah.
Ooh. Get one of the dresses.
Well, and that's the thing is that this is the first time using Friends, and so when you're talking about dresses and outfits, even though they do a really good job on the different kinds of the diversity and the line of diversity, they don't do a really good job on the number of outfits that are available to Friends. They're usually in super short shorts. And maybe there'll be a dress every now and then, and sometimes pants. So
I only have like 5 pairs of trousers. Like everything else is shorts or really short.
So Hooded One tells me, Brickanisa, you're inside the pyramid. So how do you know there's snow outside? Well, I was mentioning pyramid in France. The one by IM is completely glass. So if I made that one, it'd be easy to know whether it's snowing outside. So it all depends on what kind of pyramid you're doing. So, and I guess Debo is saying the same thing. If you're inside a pyramid, can you still see the pyramid? Yep. If you're in the loop, a clear pyramid, you can see the outside.
Being a tall person and being inside a pyramid, so I was in the Luxor. I don't like it because the windows go this way and I can't look outside.
Oh, well, don't forget, there's also Las Vegas, the Luxor.
Yep.
That's a pyramid too.
Yes, it is.
So you could be playing checkers for money.
For all the monies.
Yeah. And I think too, I'm starting to realize my collection of mini dolls is pretty scarce. I do have though this really cool one from Elves, so I may use that.
Oh, which one do you have?
It's the one that came from the Queen's Dragon Rescue. Let me see if I can
Oh,
put
okay.
this up to the camera.
Oh, okay. That's
And she's
Alright.
got a magic spell book.
Oh,
So that could be similar to the Awakening Monsters. If we had gotten Awakening Monsters, this would be perfect. But
Yes.
I could awaken a monster to play checkers with them, which actually would be quite funny. And I probably should mention too, it doesn't have to exclusively be mini dolls, but the mini doll should be like one of the main characters in your build. So if you wanted to bring in a couple minifigs or, Duplo or anything else, you can. I think IMPay had an iPhone. Yeah, this little side conversation of iPhone is pretty freaking funny.
So I have a lot of like friends sets, but they're still in my backlog. And
Mhm.
so I actually had a friend, a local AFOL that like traded with me a whole bunch of like random parts and came with a lot of mini doll parts. So I have lots and lots of different heads. So I'm like maybe thinking putting some kind of evil pyramid or something. We'll see.
Oh, a pyramid of heads? Oh man, that would be pretty dark.
And all the
That would be pretty dark.
facts.
In fact,
Well,
you can build whatever you want because nobody can challenge it's not inside a pyramid. Yeah, that's true. You probably could. I do like this idea of maybe bringing in a monster playing checkers with the mini doll. So you kind of already have a sense of where I'm going with my story. And I'm trying to remember the name of this character, but she was in the Queen's Dragon Rescue, I think.
I think that's Ira. Is
Ira?
the air elf?
Yeah, I probably should look that up. So when I explain my story, I can explain it. Oh, okay. Should I do a crossover? Should I do a crossover with Darth Vader? Darth Vader playing checkers with a mini doll?
Well, that's going back to that space pyramid.
Oh, that's right. The space pyramid. It could be Darth Vader in the space pyramid playing with the mini doll. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. The possibilities are endless. Yeah, so for those of you who are watching for the first time or watching the replay, we started this a year ago, and it was a concept. It was the very first episode was a proof of concept. And what happened to Mr. Timer? How do you know it's a Mr.? It could be a Ms. It could be a they. So there's the timer. We're at 51 minutes and 44 seconds. So I put the timer into the waiting room so that we could have the builders focus. Yeah, but I do think that having this creativity time and a time limit really makes you think and make some specific choices about what you want to do. And this is where I really wish we had clear plates. A clear plate would be awesome to put for some of these, but
They do have clear plates. You just have to find them on Bricklink.
yeah, and then they're third-party clear
Yeah.
plates too. But I'm trying to think, where did I put that monster? I just saw it going through my minifigs. I wish I had a mummy. I have a micro mummy if I go the Egyptian route. May not go the Egyptian route.
Carefully move this.
Aha! I do have a monster. This is going to be the craziest thing, I think, when it all comes together, which is why it's fun. So Hooded One says, I have many 16 by 16 clear plates and even some 32 by 32s. Wow.
Ooh, nice.
And which Friends doll is the one that's done all kind of businesses? Is it Emma? Because she's done like an art shop.
Yeah, she had the fashion shop, and
Mhm.
so yeah, it could be.
So now people want to know, how does Hooded One have so many clear plates?
I don't even think I've seen a clear plate in real life.
And thank you, Alex. It's such a fun idea for a challenge. Do you have a favorite memorable moment from the series? Yes, I do. I think one of the ones that I think was just so off the wall was we had Thanos. We used the Thanos mech set as a base. So sometimes we do this where it's more like a rebrick, where we take a set and we rebrick it into, in that case, we had to build Thanos having brunch in a litter box. And when I was thinking out loud for my build, I said, okay, if you're going to have brunch, you usually have brunch with family. So who would be Thanos's parents? And then Lena, who is in the chat, said, well, you have to have like a pure person and a deviant. And then they made Thanos. So I ended up making, since Thanos' skin color was purple, I made Ursula from the Disney line. I made Ursula the mother as the deviant, and then Santa Claus was his father. And then the chat was saying, I wonder how Mrs. Claus feels about this other family. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know if that's quite how it happened in the comics, but I also don't know enough about Marvel Comics to dispute it. So
Well, and that's why the chat is so much fun, because as I was building and I was mentioning out loud what my thought process was, and people were saying, well, here's a perfect human for you. What do you think about Santa? Yeah, so Alex says that's brilliant. Yeah, so in the end, I had to build the litter box, right? Because they were having brunch in the litter box. And then I think we also brought in, somehow, I think Shang-Chi came into the picture because they were, maybe that was somebody else's build, where they were introducing the girlfriend to the parents for the first time at a brunch. Yeah. So that was a hilarious episode and lots of fun. And just, the kinds of builds we were asked to do, I think just the creativity that came from that was just amazing. I don't know. How about you all? Do you have any favorite episodes that you want to mention?
I like the Muppets episode. I thought that was fun.
Yeah, the Muppets was fun too. Definitely. Yeah, and then the Muppets episode, I'm trying to remember what the challenge was for the Muppets.
It was sorting socks.
Sorting socks in the dojo. That's right. And that was one where I didn't participate in that, and then I regretted it later. So that's why I said, okay, I'm gonna build on this one. Yeah. Okay. Pivot. Time to pivot. Go a different direction.
My nails do not make it easy for me to build. Oh my gosh.
Well, Doc Sampson has been on the show, and he has those felt hands. So when we were getting ready to start the timer, I said, Doc, you're starting already, because you could see him building on his plate. He goes, I've got the felt hands. I need an advance.
Oh my gosh.
I need more time. Yeah.
Poor little fuzzy Doc.
Yeah, Doc is hilarious. Yeah, and Doc has been on the show a couple of times. And he was on that show where we were building Thanos in a litter box too.
Oh, perfect.
And he was even saying, the more ridiculous, the better, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then the other thing, Alex, since you were asking for me too, juggling fish in a ramen house, is that at the end of that episode, I took the ramen house build and made it into a full modular and actually brought it to Bristol Gate. Okay, so Emma at a whiteboard drawing the Amway marketing plan for a bunch of mini dolls and figs she invited to a checkers game night. Okay.
Yeah. That's always a danger when you get invited places. It's like
MLM.
Yeah. Am I gonna get marketed to?
That's true.
A friend calls you up and haven't talked to in a long time.
Yeah.
Right. And then you just got to think about, okay, well, you have to worry about the checkers game. You got to worry about the location, the storytelling. Really, this is a big storytelling exercise because you can pretty much do whatever you want. And kind of to earlier points, how do you define the pyramid? What makes it a pyramid, right? What is it that, and your definition of a pyramid? How is that pyramid coming together? So I think I'm going to take advantage of the IM Pay pyramid. CCSF in the building. I have no idea what CCSF is.
That's my college.
Okay. Oh, congratulations. Hello. Malinali 5 or Malinali.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just never just checkers. Okay. Yeah. Cheese and checkers? Oh, that's a good point. That maybe they're having a checkers tournament, but they're doing some other things too. Right? Yep, lots of possibilities. And now that I'm talking out loud, I can definitely build a bigger item using clear panels than I can with other things.
I'm having a really tough time getting coordinated outfits for my friends.
Do they need to be coordinated?
Well, they don't need to be, but I would like to be.
Yeah, that's true. It would be nice.
That's also the harder thing with friends is like with minifigs, like you can put like just any like dark colored pants with like most tops. But that is not the same case with mini dolls because you have the different outfits that don't match the top, or you find the right bottom, but it's like white legs with a different skin toned top.
Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah.
I know. I was debating whether or not we can take these arms off, and I figure now is not the time to figure it out.
They look difficult. I wouldn't try it.
I know. I don't think I should.
I was going to say, that's ambitious, Mairead.
Oops. I think they do come off.
Yeah. At the same time, they're Lego. If they detach, fair game.
But how do you get the back? It looks like it's a tiny little connection.
Right.
Well, I am trying out a new technique. So those rounded 1x2 plates look like they may work for what I'm trying to do.
Oh, I didn't even remember those yet. Smart.
The rounded 1x2 plates are so flexible, and it's really great to add some change to your, just the look of your build.
Okay, I didn't think about that. Good idea.
I've been focused on using those as wearables. I haven't even thought about them using for building.
A cup and stacking in a pyramid shape. So you could take your, I guess, from the pick-a-brick wall, take those cups and stack them up. I think that's what you're saying.
It's a build.
Bricksters.
I am so nervous. Like all of a sudden, everything's going to come crashing down.
No, don't be nervous.
I am.
We're having fun. I mean, you volunteered to be here too. Don't forget.
Yeah, but I didn't volunteer the build to just crash.
It's not going to crash. Everything's going to be good.
Okay.
It's going to be amazing.
It's Lego. It detaches.
Every time we've done this, people have come up with amazing builds. So that's the other answer to your question, Alex, is that I think the thing that I take away from every mock improv is just the creativity that people have, and everybody looks at the challenge in a different way. So you learn from each other too.
Very true.
That's, I think, the biggest blessing is just seeing how much creativity all these builders have and how they can interpret this challenge. So yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome. No, cup stacking's a sport, sort of. Okay. You just heard an earlier stream, mini doll arms can be removed and put back. I believe that is true. And then Debo also mentions appear among ships. A pyramid.
That's, where were you 5 minutes ago when I was totally committed to this thing? Dang it.
Appear amid ships. Okay. That's a play on words. He's really good at that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Brick Babe's storytelling. She's so good.
Who is that? Please don't.
That was from Vicarious Brickstress.
Please.
She is looking forward to your storytelling.
Well, thank you, but my build right now is showing weakness. Oh no, I knew it was going to happen.
Okay.
Well, it goes back to we're our own worst critic, but when
it's falling apart. I tried to reinforce it, but I think I didn't think of what I was doing yet.
Oh, I hear a guest star on the stream.
Somebody's a guest is whimpering, or a guest dog is whimpering.
No, Remy, that's me over here crying.
Oh no! Don't cry. No, don't cry.
It's really me. Sorry, guys.
I like that idea of appear amid ships. That's very clever, Debo. You definitely have a way with words. I really want this thing to work, and it's like, please work. I'm trying this new technique, and I think, I think this might do it.
What's our time?
Okay, let's show the time. Let's show the timer. It is now 36 minutes and 50 seconds. So we have plenty of time. I think once you get your structure in place, then putting the characters inside. But I am going to use the monster portion of the storytelling because I just think that's hilarious. Where did I put him? I had Frankenstein here. No, where did he go? And the other challenge I'm finding with this is that mini dolls don't sit on a chair like normal characters do. So it's almost like you have to build a footrest.
Yeah.
For the mini doll.
Yeah, every time there's a chair build in a Friends set, I'm like, that's wishful thinking, but nice attempt.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's where I'm finding a bit of a challenge too. But we have time, so don't worry, folks.
Yeah.
We are still doing well within time. And like I said, if anybody here wants to play along, practice so that if you get an invitation from the Brickanista,
Yeah, ready to go.
You're ready to go. You know what to do. Yeah, I'm really liking this 1x2 rounded plates. They seem to be working with what I'm trying here. But other memorable moments would be, and if Joel's still in the chat, Joel has you and Mr. Dewey should get together because you have interesting perspectives on activities. But I was building the French Quarter in New Orleans. That was the location. And then it turned out that we had to have the butcher, and he wanted me to murder the teddy bear. So the butcher murdering the teddy bear. And I said, well, Harry Potter's here, so he's going to have an attempted murder, but Harry Potter is going to use his magic and thwart the attempt. I was like, so yeah. You just never know what the chat's going to ask you to do. That's the bottom line there. So thankfully, chat, thank you for being very flexible with regard to our choices. I think it's worked out well.
I think we kind of got off easy today. Like
about playing checkers in a pyramid. Yeah. I don't know. I'm having a challenge with this pyramid, but I'm also enjoying it too.
I'm having a tough time not being entirely literal.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, I think it's just interesting to see how people interpret the challenges, right?
Mo, are you still with us? You've been quiet.
I'm still here.
And I still don't.
I'm concentrating.
Yeah, and I still don't want to talk.
Well, that's and this is why I mentioned this when I was interviewed by More and More about when you're mocking a set, it is much harder than if you are building a set and streaming at the same time. And that's why a lot of streamers don't do it as far as doing a mock while they're streaming. Mm-hmm. And I said, that's kind of what sets me apart is that I don't mind it. It's something I kind of enjoy, but it's not for everybody. Not everybody will want to take on that challenge of let's build a mock live, not knowing where it's going to go. Yeah.
For me, I'm actually the opposite.
I was about to say, I hate building sets live.
Well, the other thing too is I found that the chat makes me a better builder because, and Joel, I'm going to give you credit for this one too. When I was working on Pandas Going Camping, it's unrelated to mock improv. I was just working on a mock for an upcoming show. He suggested, why don't you have the pandas go cliff diving? Because I was building this cliff, and then I said, that's brilliant. I wouldn't have thought about that on my own, to have pandas diving off a cliff. And then when I put it together and people were going, oh my God, that's great. And I said, yeah, well, see, I executed the build, but the chat gave me the ideas. And that's, I think, where the beauty comes in of why I think having this kind of format really helps. Ahoy, hoy, Brick Jedi.
Hey, Jedi, what's up?
Good to see you. Uh-oh. It says, oh my God, just performed an armectomy on Vicky and have totally freaked myself out.
Yeah, you want to
Go back on.
be real careful.
Well, you can do that with minifigs too. And I think when I did mine for the first time, I remember kind of being freaked out. It's like, will it go back? Will it go back? I think it'll go back. Maybe.
I'm only successful about 70% of the time though.
Oh wow. No, I like to use a lot of flesh tone, so I'm always popping little yellow arms off.
I'm only good with the hands. Like if it comes to the arm coming off, yeah, nope, I'm not doing it.
No, I pop the arms off.
Yeah, no, I popped the arms off similar to what Lene was saying, just to give some different colors to match the heads. Yeah. But,
And sometimes the outfits. It's like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
But are you good at doing it? Do you break them? Because I would say I definitely break them about 20% of the time.
You serious?
Yeah, but I have a lot of
I don't
old
break
stuff,
them.
and so I don't know. If that's why.
No.
Now you have me scared. I haven't broken one yet.
No, you're scaring her. Don't scare her.
I have. Well, the reason why I'm scared is because I use a lot of the dark browns, and you know that brittle brown. It's like,
Right.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. I
Yep.
ruined a lot of my Lord of the Rings ones because I was like,
Oh,
these look like tracksuits. Let me change them around. and now I don't have any anymore.
no.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, what have I done? What have I done? I have this one weak part I need to leave alone.
I'm actually excited. I was able to add a Duplo piece to here, and it looks really good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's the Frozen Duplo set where they have those pre-printed windows like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's a Duplo piece, and it looks amazing. And I'm trying to see if I could put a second one in here. I might be able to do it with those 1x2 rounded bricks or plates. And that goes back to Alex's question, is that, some of the memorable moments are, because of a mock improv, I tried this technique and it worked. And now I've got, something to add to my toolbox, right?
Mm-hmm. Today, I'm certainly sick of these nails. Like, it's like, oh no, this is not a
Oh,
good.
boy.
Yeah, but you have really pretty hands.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But this nail thing in building is not good. I don't know how Lights does it, but she has no problem. I scream. Maybe I'm too old for it.
No, you're never too old for Lego.
For these nails.
Oh.
Maybe it's a young woman's thing. I need to just let her have it.
Well, I think it goes back to, the good news about Lego marketing to adults is that now we can boastfully say how proud we are to be Lego fans.
Yes.
Because in the past, people would ridicule you for, that's a toy. Can't you spend your time doing something else? And it's like,
In
no,
the past,
it's a creative outlet for me. So
I still get that now.
Right.
yeah, people just don't understand. But oh well, their loss.
Facts.
Well, I know recently I've been having more people be like, coming out to me of like, yeah, I still build with Lego. It's okay to talk about it,
Mhm.
Secret society.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love to see, like, of course, I just left the convention, and yesterday there were like 7,000 people there. I love to see the conventions packed, because even if when you go to conventions or when you display, one of the things I've learned is a lot of people don't build, but they at least appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate the appreciation.
yeah.
It's like, okay, even if you don't do it, it's like, hey, I have such an appreciation for it. And I wish there were more people like that. It's like, okay, you don't do it, it's not your thing, cool, but appreciate, the art form.
Right. That people can can say, it's not something I do, but it's amazing that you do it, and that you have a love for that,
Yeah,
and not
and when
judge you for that. I think that's the thing.
exactly.
Well, a lot of my friends that have have confessed their Lego love. It's like, but I only do sets, and I'm like, that's the thing. The thing about Lego is that we can do sets and do mucks, so none of us are left out.
Right, exactly. There's so many opportunities for us to love this hobby together.
Exactly.
We don't have to, and I think what's happening too is that I think now that people are, embracing their love of Lego, that there's more, childlike wonder and happiness that's coming out too. I've talked to a lot of people who've said that this pandemic has been great because it's given them an opportunity to find their hobbies, whether it's Lego or drawing or painting or sculpture, whatever it is that brings them into crochet. I was talking to Dr. Kat that she's rediscovered her love of crochet. So yeah, it's awesome.
Well, the crochet she did of the Lego blanket that she brought.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Oh my God, that Lego blanket was freaking off the chain.
At Bricks Cascade?
Yes. Yeah. And so many people so many people offered to buy it from her. Like, can I buy it? I want to buy it. I want to buy it.
She's bringing it with her to Bricks by the Bay.
Nice.
Oh, cool. I get to see that.
Yeah. It's really, really good. And she said, it was really easy. She put together this pattern and then she started crocheting it, and she won an award from Bricks Cascade.
She did.
And it was interesting. I was trying to remember the category. It's like, I want to say wearables, but I don't.
Yeah, it was a wearable.
Was it wearables? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she had a cosplay. It was in the cosplay section, and she won for a wearable. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and she's also done this amazing pride tartan as well, that she's put into the mosaic area, and she's just a nice person. I mean, that's the other thing, is that there's some people who are amazing builders, but they're pretty arrogant. Gee, who could I possibly be talking about?
We don't know any of those people.
We don't have any of those, no. But I do think that just having this hobby where we can appreciate what we can do as builders, and like Lene was saying, is that, even if you don't build, if you can appreciate what somebody else does, that means a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people turn up their noses, and I'm like, okay, really. So much other stuff to complain about.
Congratulations, Vicarious Brixers. The arms went back on.
Yay.
See, you learned a new skill set. Being able to do that. That's cool. Yeah, I think that I found, too, a whole new set of friends. And, many of you here, some of you I've met, like I met Mairead in person. And I will be meeting Remy in about, 10 days or so in Bricks by the Bay.
Yeah, it's a little over 10 days. I know exactly how much time left I do not have to make mugs.
See, I would have never guessed you had never met Remy. So
No, we've never met. We are meeting. We were joking that, will we still like each other after meeting each other in person?
Yeah, you don't know. You could be completely different in person.
It'd be like, oh my God. And then I got to still do episodes with this guy.
I know. We're committed to this 9-episode New Zealand thing.
Oh my God.
I am not worried, Remy. I am not worried about us liking each other when we meet.
All right.
And then Grant and I met for the first time when I was when I was driving back from Arizona, and I stopped in Portland, and I met with him and Yano over at Bricks and Minifigs. And then we went to this really cool place, which is typical of Portland. a food truck stop. Like they have, I don't know if they call it a rodeo or something, but yeah. So we had a meal there together, all of us. So yeah, that was
parking
fun.
lot of food trucks.
Cool.
Yeah. It's like four, I want to say maybe 6 food trucks, all with picnic tables in the middle, and they had heaters too, because it's outdoors, so that people can stay warm. Yeah, no, it was fun.
That sounds cool.
Okay, so builders, if you want a time check, we now have about 20 minutes left to go.
Okay.
So I think I got my checkerboard done. I got to put some checkers on here and also put some. I got to get these mini dolls in place. And this is the part I'm struggling with most is the chair. How do you get the mini doll sitting on the chair? I don't know.
I think I met Remy under like chaotic circumstances, but I think
Yeah, it was very cool.
Chaotic circumstances.
it's very chaotic, but we made it
It
work.
was at Brick Fair, Virginia last year. And like,
It was bananas.
yeah, this is way too much going on.
It was bananas.
But I take it was still a good incident.
Oh
And you
yeah,
met
meeting Remy was absolutely, and he was right there as you enter the door, so he was like his spot was perfect.
Yeah, that's where they put us.
Yeah, so it was like perfect. And I don't know who noticed who first. I don't remember. I think Mo noticed you.
That's possible. I don't remember either.
Yeah, like it was bonkers. Mo, do you remember? Are you still with us?
I think it was you were looking for him, and then I happened to see him. We were looking all over the place because you had like a whole list of people you were looking for.
Thank you. Did Corey point him out? I think Corey was like, he's right across from us.
Yeah, Corey was there.
Yeah, I think
they were.
he's right there.
The miscellaneous section was like right across from all the Lego Masters.
It was not miscellaneous. Yeah,
No, that's the category was just miscellaneous. It's fine.
yeah, I think Corey pointed you out. Now that I remember.
There's so much commotion going on.
But you want to present this year, right?
Who?
You want to display?
I think so. I mean, I gotta make a decision soon.
You should display. It'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we opted not to display at this Brick Fest. Mo thought about it, but between work and school, it's like end of the year, so she's right at that point where it's like, oh,
Right.
what do I do?
Right, exactly.
But Brick Fair is in August. Now I think about it, was it August 2nd?
Yep, it's the first weekend in August. So I think it's the 5th or 6th this year. So
Like that.
yeah, if I don't have to move, I'm going to try to go.
Well, I'm going with my lug, so I don't think I'm displaying. If Mo displays it, I may, just display. But other than that, I'm just gonna do it with the lug.
It's it's worth it going for the full 4 days because they have a whole bunch of games and other stuff to do.
I don't see myself doing the 4 days because here's the thing: people think but I'm really not, and I don't want to be there.
Sorry, people think you're what and you're really not?
Social,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm just
it's really easy to get at capacity for human interaction.
Yeah, I get the same thing too, Mo, is that because you stream, that people think, you're you're a very social person, but it doesn't always work that way.
I don't think anyone thinks Mo is social.
I was about to say,
Mo completely ignores me. I am too extra for her half the time.
Uh-huh.
Like, can you pipe down? You're on a
Yeah,
thousand, because I guess the thing with her is I'm a very genuine person and I'm authentic, but at the same time,
boy.
she knows a different mom, and it's like, you don't talk this much in real life. It's like, please, but you get on here and never shut up.
well, so I'm a very similar way. Like when it comes to peopling, I can have like 2 or 3 hours in a day and I'm done.
That's it.
But that's the thing is about a convention is that for a full 4 days, like I will go and interact, and then I will like sit in the corner and like take that time away. But like I have the option to go when I want to, and engage when I want to or when I can.
Right. It's your choice.
Exactly.
That is hard, especially when you're displaying and you just have to stay on. You have to keep talking to people.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can be very stressful for me because I'm an introvert and I just don't talk that much. And sometimes I tell people, I'm like, you're not meeting the Brick Babe, you're meeting Lene. So just want to warn you, she's totally different. It's like she's totally different.
Well, I think that's why I've only like displayed once, and that was at Brisk Cascade, and I still didn't even do the full like talking to people because I'm like, I can't handle all that talking.
Oh my gosh, it's for real.
And it's always the same questions and the same things. Like, yeah, no, I can't do that. No.
And you have to say it with a smile. It's like always, oh no. How did you get into it? So how did you get into this? Oh, I got into this. Like, gee. Yeah, we got that. I think the most traumatic experience for me had to be Brickfest Philly. I think even Mo too. It was like,
yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be traumatic. I think that's what's hard is that, and I feel bad for people who are Lego masters and they get inundated with all these people.
They were,
right.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, I just, like to build.
Everybody was over it, but Corey and Manny. Manny and Pops were still going. I think Mel's social battery burnt out 30 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was done in the show. And Corey was like waiting for more. He was ready to go out there and bring more people in.
Yeah, he's very gregarious.
Exactly. But who else was there? So was Tim there this one?
It was I really don't know the names. I know they're from season 2. They were brothers.
It doesn't narrow it down.
That's right, because Corey was with his brother too. Well, Travis was
the brothers.
They were Asian.
Oh, okay. Zach and Wayne.
Zach and Wayne.
That's right, because it was it was somebody's birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they were still going strong. They were like, "Hey, let's hang out." It's like, "Okay, have a good one. Bye bye."
Yeah. So, by the way, we're at 12 minutes 34 seconds. So, in case you're checking the time.
Well, watching Boone work like that, I don't know if that man is introvert or not because you can't tell, but he is always on and always very loud.
Oh my gosh!
But I hear it's exhausting because once they're done and they're like chilling in a break room, it's like you have to decompress. It just is so much. So. I mean, it's almost like be careful what you wish for if you're going to be on Lego Masters, because, the public wants to see you, which is great, right? Which is nice. But there's also some limits to privacy, I think.
Just in this world, and I think, and I hope no one kills me for this, because I think we forget they are known figures, but these are game show contestants. These are regular people. We don't run after the Jeopardy game. It's like, they're Lego Master contestants. There are really only 2 Lego Masters in the U.S. right now. 4. So it's like so it's a lot of, we're asking a lot of them is what I'm trying to say. We ask a lot of game show contestants.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's
But
like
they also, the networks kind of feel like, well, we are the ones who made you this popular, so you owe us, kind of thing.
you owe
It's
us.
like that's part of the reason why I'm kind of glad that I had thought about, applying, but kind of glad that I can be the Brickanista on the Brickanista Broadcast Network and decide when I want to appear at certain things and what I want to say and what I want to do. Right.
Well, that's what makes me interested, like Lene, like with you on the East Coast having so many like Brickfests and all the ones that are more like non-AFL, non-convention, and I've only been to conventions here. Like I think that I've seen like one like festival kind of thing. So how is it different? How is that for you?
We are inundated on the East Coast with all of these type of conventions, and it's fun. It's fun because you have so many opportunities to meet so many AFOLs. Like I would have met had it not been for a convention. I would have not met a lot of people. So I think, you know what, if I had to say what it's literally like a big family reunion or like some type of family event you keep going to. Because a lot of times you run into the same displayers. Like today, we didn't see any new displayers that we haven't seen before. So it's like, hey, how are you? And you get that in like a niche market and an area that's oversaturated with so many of these like shows and things. I like it. I like it because it helps form relationships and I like it, like especially the relationship part. Now I don't want too much. I want to say hi to you and leave. that was like today. So at Brickfest, Mo knows me, and Mo she's more in her shell than I am. I literally walked in, spoke to Manny and Pops. We did a once around, and it was like, okay, let's leave. And that was it. I mean, that's all I have time for.
But I think that watching your live today gave me that kind of like feeling, because like I think I have had this idea of like seeing you on live and stuff, and like that you are this introverted or extroverted person, and then seeing you today, you're like, you're in there for like 10-15 minutes, and you're like, I'm done. I'm like, oh, she's like my people. Okay, cool. I can hang.
And it wasn't just that too. This is a hard market, and I hate to say this. I'm always afraid I'm going to get beat up for my reality. My reality here is this: we live in a predominantly minority area, and that would be an African American area. And it is, and this is Washington, D.C. That whole area, you have conservatives, you have a lot of grown-ups, even though we have, a lot of Lego conventions on the East Coast. This area is saturated with federal government and all of that, just grown-ups. And it's a hard market to push Lego in.
Okay.
You have just so many grown-ups. So, it's a very,
so many grown-ups.
Well, it's a conservative town.
Yeah.
And then, African Americans in our community, this is frowned on. It's like, oh, it's for babies. It's like, that's not something that adults should do. It's not.
Yeah, it's not as accepted, right?
Exactly. It's not. Yeah. And it makes it hard for me and even Mo, because even with her friends, it's kind of like, she doesn't really celebrate her hobby because she's like, I don't want to hear it. She's
should be something we all can appreciate, but because of the stigma that people start to feel like, well, why are you doing this? Because it's not something adults do.
So I was seeing a live that Mel was doing back. This is like when the pandemic was first happening and stuff, and he was having a conversation about that there's a big barrier because of socioeconomic. Like, do you think that also is a factor?
Well, Mel is here in Maryland as well. I don't know, Mo. How do you feel about that? Mo teaches Lego education to what we would consider underprivileged kids. So now you can stop building. You have to chime in, Mo.
What was the question?
So like an idea and a question had been is like the socioeconomic or the expense of Lego, is that also a big deterrent for for people building with Lego, whether it be kids or adults?
Not in this area. Hold on, Mo. 1 second. Not in this area.
Okay.
Where we live, they are the most affluent African Americans in the entire world. So we live in an area that 90% of the African Americans are wealthy. Okay, go ahead, Mom. Sorry.
But in this area, yes and no. So that is like a very small saturated area, but going outside of that, it's not that like woo. So the area I teach in, like it says, considered underprivileged, where everybody's got an iPhone, everybody's got this, everybody got the new Jordans. It's just where people find value in things. I people think people don't find value in toys, and they don't spend the time to teach the value in those toys because it takes time. And if I give you an iPhone, you'll get on my face, you won't bother me. But if I give you a Lego set, I have to actually sit down and build that with you. So it's very hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just, they don't find value in it themselves. So it's like, why give that to my child? I'm just going to end up stepping on that piece of Lego while I waste my time. So
Yeah.
it takes a little bit into it.
So, by the way, we have 5 minutes, just so everybody knows.
Focus, Mariah, focus.
Focus.
Yeah,
We have 5 minutes.
I just knocked something off. This time I'm ready, guys. Last time I was like, I needed more time.
Well, going back to Alex's earlier question. Oh, the Brick Cove's here. Grown-ups are lame.
Really, facts.
Nice one.
Yeah,
Good to see you,
approved.
Audrey.
There's nothing.
Grown
Do
ups suck.
people on
Yeah,
Lego
agree.
Masters
No
get
lies.
paid to show up to conventions?
Yes,
They
they
don't get paid, but they do sometimes get their hotels comped.
no, they get paid to show up.
Do they?
Oh, they do?
Am I not supposed to say that?
No, that's good.
Well, I also
Expected.
think there's probably a distinction also between the convention and like the fest that you're talking like that you're going to and
They
talking
get-
about.
That
Because
depends on the
I'm
owner.
wondering because I don't know if like Bricks Cascade are those if they would get paid to go to those.
They get paid to go to both. Now it depends on the
Really?
owner. Like you said, it depends on that convention. But you know, a lot of Lego Masters, I call my friends, and they it just depends.
No, good for them though.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fair.
Wow. I did not know
But
that.
here's the thing: I think they should get some compensation, especially
sure.
with these ticket prices.
Right.
Yeah, especially if they're like a draw for the convention.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So sometimes they get paid, sometimes they get comped, depends on the convention.
And
Yeah,
also, like, it would make sense, like especially if you're asking them to do a meet and greet, like or hours of meet and greets, like that. There should be some compensation there because that's not fun, not easy.
and then we have to remember that sometimes, even though they are being compensated, sometimes it's not a lot. They really do it because they love it. No, like they all work 9 to 5. You see, every Lego Master is still like working. You know, they just do it because they love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. By the way, 3 minutes.
Jeez.
Before we get too comfortable, we have 3 minutes to go.
Well, and yes, just because someone's getting paid doesn't mean we shouldn't. We need to be very nice to our friends and our people.
Yeah, because they certainly got paid to do the show, so they should get paid to do conventions.
Right.
Not charity work.
No.
They have families, yeah. So I'm all for them getting compensated for their time. Because, like I said, I know the travel gets taken care of a lot, and and the accommodations, but it's like, come on, my time.
It's true.
But I know a lot of them show up as displayers and not even Lego Masters. They'll just come and it's like they love displaying.
Yeah. I think that's what Mel did this last year at Bricks Cascade. He didn't do any of the meet and greets, but he displayed and
Yep, he was
had his
with
friends with him.
Jesse.
Perfect. It was awesome. I was
Yeah.
glad to see him in his element.
Yep.
2
Yeah.
minutes and 7 seconds. This is where you start putting the details on. Now everybody got quiet.
Oh, I'm done. This
It's
time,
like, what? 2
done.
minutes?
You're putting the pressure on us now.
This
Before
time
it was fun, now it's the pressure.
Well, it's all relative, right?
This time I'm done. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
do it.
just putting in little details here, and I do
know.
like how I worked on my pyramid. So for those of you who just joined, we are building inside a pyramid the Minidolls playing checkers. So we'll see how everybody interpreted that and put it all together. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Yeah, everybody's like quiet. Like, gotta put these details on. I am excited though. I learned a new technique that I'm gonna try for my future builds. So I'm stoked about it. "47 seconds, 45 seconds.
Oh my god, one of my Minidolls doesn't have a head.
Your mini doll doesn't have a head? What?
Well, you
Better
better.
get ahead on that. Better get ahead.
I
Oh my
have the
God.
opposite effect. I have heads.
28
they're not-
seconds.
Have too many heads.
Yep.
Too many? Uh-oh. All right.
I was
So-
just to look for my phone.
18 seconds. All right. I'm pretty happy with this. But I have this one open space I don't know what to do with, but oh well. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I could have brought mine forward, but I was afraid.
Okay, time.
Oh. All right.
One's up. So I'm going to put this timer now into the back room.
Yes. Banish it forever.
So Alex says, I'm back here for the final minute. Lots of heads down. Lots of head down building going on. Okay.
Alex,
So who would like to go first?
I can go first. You know, I'm always trying to get out the way.
You want to get it out of the way? Okay, Brick Babe. Come on, Lene. What do we got?
Okay, hey, everybody. So now, like I said, I could have brought it forward, but if you watched any of my lives and I break things like I bust my builds up. But here it is. So this is my version. I always have trouble showing this. So this is my version of a pyramid.
Oh, cool.
And it's
Ooh.
I
gold.
love the interior.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gold.
what is that from?
The panels came from. I got the panels from somewhere. So yeah, the panels I got from.
Wow.
I don't remember. I can't. Oh, sticky bricks. That's where I got the panels from. But
Sticky
they're in a pyramid made of gold and it's dusty, so dust has settled on their little pyramid. And they are playing checkers, but they're playing with like flowers, even though they're in the desert. Y'all not have such a hard time with the camera. Okay.
Everybody's oohing and eyeing and
So
Really good.
sisters, they're playing. You see, they have their desert attire,
Yeah.
and their checkers are flowers because they're girly, and they're watching their little sisters. So it's 4
Aw.
sisters, and
That's what
everything's
I
kind of-
needed. I needed
gold.
some little mini micro dolls in there.
yeah. So they're in there, and everything's kind of well. These came from Remy got it too. What was the Christmas set?
Oh,
They were the
Oh.
little people. So I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
the,
Little
the
people.
calendar.
Oh, from the advent
Yeah, from the
calendars.
advent
Yeah.
calendar.
But yep, so I just did your basic pyramid and I gave them kind of a little area. I'm sorry, y'all. My camera work sucks.
No, you're too hard on yourself. And so Vicarious Brick says, girl, you built
Barely.
that with those nails?
Yeah.
Barely. Like it was so. Let me tell you, the hardest part was pressing. Oh, I was done.
Yeah, you did an amazing job. As
Me
always,
too.
you're always too hard on yourself. Wow.
Y'all
That
guys know
was
I'm not a
very
builder.
cool. And then Brick Cove says, I love the kids are playing in the back. So cute.
Thank you guys. And this is the part where I was afraid of reinforcing. Like I didn't bring it up. It really should be right here, but I was afraid I was going to push down and
Right.
well. But
And
thank
then Debo says, I would be comfortable spending eternity in that
Yeah.
pyramid.
Thank you so much. It's for sale.
It's for sale.
For sale. I know a good realtor.
Okay. So who would like to go next? Anybody or?
I'll go
I don't
next.
mind. I'll go next. We'll get that. Get it going.
Okay. So Mo or Remy, either one of you? You both
Oh,
said.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Remy.
Mo, if you want to go next because your mom just went, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go with Mo. So let's go with Lights, Camera, Lego.
Okay, so the build of this is very terrible, but I like,
No, don't say that.
here's a pyramid, but they're in a bouncy house at their little sister's birthday party. So they're
Aw.
playing chess, and they got checkers. So get it like the food place checkers. So they're
Yeah.
over there eating a burger, and it's in a bouncy house, so somebody's on the floor, but he's over there eating checkers. So
No,
that's
that's
my
cool.
take on it.
Cool.
Yeah, let's
Oh, I love
let's
it.
see yeah, that's good. See, you all built a pyramid. Like I did not build a pyramid.
No.
I just gave up. I didn't do that part.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, let's see what you did.
So here's mine, and here's Azari.
Ooh.
Wow,
And
Remy.
Azari is playing checkers versus the mummy.
Wow.
And
You
he's got
actually
some,
did a brick built mummy?
Yeah, no,
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
it's the mummy, and just some kind of columns and pyramid-looking sand details.
You did
Oh
that
my
in an
God.
hour. Look at
Yeah.
that.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, I didn't even try to build the outer structure. I was like, no, I can't.
Well, that
Yeah.
goes back to what the
So-
chat was saying, is that can you really tell if you're inside a pyramid?
Yeah.
How would you
What?
know, right?
Well, with those columns,
the
with
mummy
these
is a
columns-
good indicator. So
Well,
if
with
you're-
those
if you're
columns
with the
and
mummy-
the
So, and there's
columns and
been,
that flame, like that makes it. You can definitely tell that's a pyramid.
Yeah. that's
yeah,
so
Yeah.
it is. I love the torches and
Yep.
the gold that you used as well. I, just looking at yours, I feel like I didn't do much with my flooring. You did an amazing job with the flooring. And Alex says, that's fantastic. Love the use of the grill tiles and the coral and the checkerboard. And
Yeah,
the
if you don't, you
taught
know,
me to play checkers. My mummy taught me how to play checkers.
but yeah, if you don't have time
Good
to tile the whole
checkerboard.
thing, just like do little bits of it, and
That's so
it looks
cool.
like it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. See, everybody's so humble here. It's like, I guess it's okay. This is what I
No,
did.
I like the mummy.
I'm not-
I like
You
it.
did a brick built mummy in an hour.
Right.
Remy's being humble.
No.
Yes, he
No, I
is.
said I liked it. You know, it's good.
It's beautiful. I love the gold, and I love how you put, that the mummy is playing with, and that's an elves figure too, which is
Yeah, that's Azari. I
Azari.
figured I'd go with the fire elf, but really I
Yeah.
didn't do any fire effects, so
That's cool. That is so cool.
just getting ready to dominate at checkers.
And then some people have been going back just to catch up too. That the Brick Cove says that you both are making me feel like I need to up my nail game.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, this is how I could do the brick built mummy.
yeah, my nails are just so lame.
This
so
is
I
how
don't
you do
even.
fine creature work. You just don't handicap yourself.
Okay. So all right. So how about you, Mairead? Would you like to go next?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
So
So excited.
I'm like, I don't know if I can lift it, but here we go. I built
Yes,
There it is.
you did the pyramid of girls.
Yes.
That's awesome.
and
Yes.
they're magically staying up. They're slowly leaning backwards. So for right now, it's working. And then you can see in the background, Stephanie is checking her animal rescue funds.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That is so appropriate.
She's got all her
she's,
money.
she's
stuffed
back there
in
with her laptop.
doing her work. I'm not very good at the camera game either. I can see why people have multiple cameras now.
No, but that's really
I love
good.
the
It's
fact
hard
that you have them in a pyramid.
It's really hard to do that.
Yes, that is very talented. That is awesome.
Like it's technically a connection, but practically like it doesn't want to stay connected.
No,
So,
it's-
yeah, that's really good.
And then
Yeah,
I like
there's
the
lots of
flag
taps
you
and
have in the
prayers in that
back.
for sure.
Yeah, the rod at the top is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's that element you have in the back with is that like you using it for curtains? Is that a flag that you're using or?
Oh yeah, what is
I
that?
think they were Unikitty legs, maybe.
Oh,
And
nice.
then here's all the books with the alibis that they use,
Mhm.
for rescuing their animals. Because they got to keep their stories straight.
You got to get their story straight.
Yes, Aubrey, it's totally a spirit stick.
That is awesome.
That's awesome.
The spirit stick. Yep. Inconceivable. And she also got the outfits to match too.
Right. That's
So that's another talent too.
That was tough,
So,
y'all.
Lots of applause.
Yeah,
And then Alex says, love your take on the brief and the color coordination of the outfits. Yep.
Oh my gosh, the
Well,
skirts.
see, everybody interpreted this challenge differently and came up with some amazing things. It's beautiful. Thank you, Mairead.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Okay, so Grant, Royal Bricks.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Oh.
So
Wow.
mine's a little more macabre, of course. So I don't know the character's name, but this is from Moon Knight stuff. So the one of the Egyptian gods. Or
Oh,
gods.
yes. Khonshu.
And then they are
Khonshu.
playing for their life for the hearts.
Wow, things just got like really hardcore.
Wow.
We need a close-up.
Aw.
Yeah, we need a
Oh,
close-up.
the little dog. It's
Little
like,
guest
I want
star.
to be in the show.
Yeah.
And
We need a
Debo
close-
going back to some more comments about Stephanie Cooks the books from Marie. Heads on
Yeah, I need a
spikes.
close-up.
Yeah,
Oh
this
my.
this is really brutal.
Oh,
So-
the heads.
Sorry,
Oh,
I had
my.
to go. There was a dog fight happening.
Wow.
So, but yes. So now it is checkers for their lives.
Checkers
so-
for their lives. Oh no.
So you
That
got
is pretty dark.
heads versus legs.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Wow.
So yes.
Never
Well,
playing checkers with you.
I was gonna say, be careful, but
Yeah, you take your
and
board
really
away.
the Khonshu character. And for those of you who haven't seen Moon Knight, you really nailed the Khonshu character there.
You
I
really
think.
did.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny. So I have a love for hats and that for minifigures,
Mm-hmm.
and so I just looked over. So I have my different hats and hairs and heads and from
Yeah.
puppies to all the other ones. And I'm like,
oh wow.
That's a
This is
great way to
perfect Khonshu.
display it. I love that display case you made.
Thank you. And I
That's
thought
an
I thought
awesome
about
way to use
for
it.
one of the crocodile ones, but I'm like, nah, that's a little too much.
Ooh.
Well, I think we all know that, it's all a matter of artistic perspective. I really love what you did with the backdrop too.
Thank you.
And using those rods too. It's beautiful.
I got them from when Boone had his moving sale. I got all the gold that he had. So
Oh, so cool.
Ooh.
And then Brick Cove says heads versus legs. This is amazing. And please keep this together. This is so good.
I might have to. Thank you.
And then Debo says, do they at least get a head start?
Well, their heads can't roll though, so
Yeah, it was, can the heads actually jump opposing checkers?
And that went dark pretty quick.
Sure enough, did.
Shut the lights off.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. Yeah. And the Moon Knight references too. Love the build, even if it's a bit graphic.
Yeah, very cool. Very
It's
good.
Lego. So yeah.
right.
And now that makes sense. Should I be scared? I understand.
Yes.
Well, I will end on a lighter note. So don't worry. I think Alex is like, whoa. All right. So I decided, since we were talking a lot about glass and the pyramid at the Louvre, I used and this is
There
a
you
new
go.
technique I'm using that I just figured out on this stream, where you take these 1x2 rounded bricks, and then you can angle them, and then you can put your panels kind of in a different way.
Nice.
So I did that. One of my mini dolls just fell. So I have, and I'm trying to remember, Asari maybe from the
Yeah, I
Elves
think
line.
that's Azari. Yeah.
Azari is the judge, and she's got her book of rules for this checker game. So it's like a tournament, and they're getting ready to start. So I've got the checkerboard there, and making these chairs was, I think, the challenging part.
It's hard to keep them
No,
in
the
shoes.
Them to sit, and of course they have their pets with them because they're friends. And friends have to have their little animals. But yeah, so I used also a Duplo piece here. I don't know if you can
That's
see
so
that.
cool.
This is from the Friends Duplo line. So thank you, Brick Cove, because she's the one who told me about that. And you can't really see it that well because of the glare, but there's another one right
Oh,
here.
yeah, there's no one.
Yeah, so I put one here kind of to frame it, and then one up top. So this is kind of the glass pyramid, and then if you turn it around, I put these little icicles on the outside.
Nice.
So just a little tiny detail I added right at the end.
Yeah.
So
That's
it is,
so
it is
cool.
cold. We were talking about snow, and people were saying, "How can you tell if it's snowing outside if it's a pyramid?" Well, there you go. It's a glass pyramid, so I could tell it was snowing.
There you go.
For all the naysayers,
Thank you.
you can tell.
That
Yeah.
was so cool.
Well, I tell you, this has been such a fun episode. And considering this has been a year since we started the concept, and thank you so much for taking the time to be part of this show, because I couldn't have asked for a better cast of characters here and in the future. So anybody who's participated or wants to participate in the future, please reach out to me, because we do this once a month. And it's usually this, maybe the second or the third Sunday of the month, and it's dope, yo. Yes, yes, it is dope, yo. And thank you for the clever, nice parts usage. Thank you. Yeah, 1x2 rounded plates. They are the best. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and Brittany, before we go, someone's asking to see Mose again real quick.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see Mose again.
Should we all do a thing? Or
Half of it fell apart, but here it is. Here's the start of the pyramid. But they're playing check. So he went to go get checkers. He was mad because he couldn't play, so he went to go get checkers. And so they're playing chess. So her and her little sister, they're in a bounty house. That's why it's all colorful. And one person fell over because he was just too busy jumping. So great storytelling, poor execution.
Well, I think, and it goes back to, this really is a storytelling exercise, and it says everybody did a great job. So thank you, Hooded One. Y'all are a great inspiration. Fun Fact Curious Brickstras. Alex says, well done to all of you. Great to see so much creativity. Great job, everyone. From, oops, wrong one. Great job, everyone. Glad I was able to catch the end. And yeah, I think one of the things that, as I mentioned earlier, is that we all had the same, project that we had to work on, the same brief, but each one of us took our own creative way to look at it, and also based on the parts that we had in stock. And, we all learned from each other too. I think that, the pyramid that Mairead built, with the Minidolls is something that we're going to do. I think, Brick Babe, your use of that backdrop, with the lattice kind of thing on there.
I can actually show the panel.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Like
custom
the floral panel.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just learning these techniques.
Yeah, it's just a regular floral panel.
Yeah.
Is it a sticker or is it printed?
It's a sticker because I can feel it. I think it's a sticker. I bought it, but I got it from Sticky Bricks. And
Sticky Bricks.
Yeah, they make a lot of I have a lot of panels. I just had some here's the florist panel. Like there's a lot of different panels.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
The other one, I have like a coffee shop one. So yeah, I really like, and the panels are Lego. It's just the sticker,
Just the
Yeah.
printing. Yeah, no, that's really
So
good.
it's like a third party that makes these stickers that go onto the Lego panels, right?
They put them on there.
Oh, nice.
And they sell them as sets. Oh, here it is. So here's I'm sorry, I know you guys don't want to talk about this, but here's how they come. So it's like sticky brick. And this one is like a burger. This is like a burger place. This one's called Toasty Bun. So they sell a set for you to mock.
Hugo says now he wants fries.
So yeah.
As a Mo, and also we're all gonna get hungry now.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, don't be sorry.
So yeah, they put stickers on Lego.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now and then coming up with the mock is all on you, but
yeah. Well, that's still it goes back to, when you go to a convention that you get to see some of these vendors selling these things. So, it's great to be able to use those in a mock too.
Exactly.
But, I mean, everybody did such amazing work, and all the creativity that you see in here. And thank you, chat, for all the great ideas that you brought to us. It was, and we never know what we're going to build. And to be playing checkers inside a pyramid with Minidolls, coming into this, we all were saying, what are we going to be building? And it's always fun to be able to do this with friends. And if people were, doing this at home, I hope you also post it to #mockimprov, whatever you built, because it's always fun to share. And I think that's why I love mock improv so much too, is that we're all starting with the same idea, and then we share at the end our creativity. And I'm looking forward to next year for the second anniversary, and see who else would want to be involved with this. But thank you again, chat, Debo, Alex, Aubrey, Hooded One, Vicarious Brickstress, Brick Jedi, Alex, everybody who's been part of this experience, and of course our special guests. Thank you, Mo and Lene and Mairead and Remy, and to Grant. All of you are just to share your talent with all of us. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You made this anniversary so much fun.
Thanks for having us and for doing this.
Good times.
Thank
You've
you.
been a big part of the community, so thank you for doing this and having us all on.
Yeah, well, it'll happen again. Don't be surprised I come knocking at your door. We're going to do this again. So, anyway, take care, everybody. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, may the clutch be with you. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.